stop muttering to yourself and go back to work. Everyone here is working hard to keep this place going. I expect you to do the same.
Alright. First market was 2 years ago, Philip's idea. Aliana and Martha helped a lot. Stonemasons learned a lot from them.
Maybe he'll help again.
Hard and honest workers. Will be hard to find better craftsmen.
Jack, how did you like the stone I picked for your corbel?
I like it, you were right. Now I only need to get better at carving.
Well, give it time, Jack, you'll get there. Now, better get back to work. Who knows how long we can still work here?
Maybe we should pray it is.
Path around the cathedral. I think that leads to the graveyard. Cathedral, know the layout by heart. Work hard to understand all of this. Yet Tom won't make me a builder.
Once the west side and its towers rise above the priory, it'll be even more impressive. Only a few more years. What I'd give to build at least one of the towers.
So, kitchen... Yeah, let's go, let's head to the graveyard, you know? Is that old man still here? He is still here! It has been many, many years since I last saw you. Brother Arnaldo sleeping by Cuthbert's grave. Cuthbert died half a year ago. Miss Cuthbert.
Hello, Cuthbert. I hope you're happy wherever you are.
What do you mean, wherever he is? He's lying right there. I made sure his wait for Judgment Day is comfortable.
Philip thinks we might go to heaven when we die.
No, we lie in wait till Judgment Day. That's why I want someone good to bury me, to make sure I lie well. I hope you will remember your promise that you will bury me.
Well, that was a long time ago. My first night in the priory. I'll bury you, Brother Arnaldus. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And thank you for looking after Cuthbert.
Cuthbert's fate. So Cuthbert died in the first weeks of 1141. It had been a harsh winter. In the days before his death, he had complained that he had trouble breathing and was suffering from a pain in the chest. He instructed Milius to find him an herb called Mary's Tears. The tea he made from the herb seemed to help for a few hours, but the same night Cuthbert's fever got worse and his breathing shallow. Milius stayed with him and talked to him until he fell asleep. The next morning he did not wake again. When Cuthbert died, he was 68 years old. 58 years of his life he had spent in Kingsbridge. There was no one old enough to remember the day he had come to the priory. Cuthbert had never talked about his family, but to most monks he had been like a father, and to Jonathan a grandfather, which had given Cuthbert great joy during the last years of his life. May he rest in peace.
Get up! The mortar won't mix itself.
Miss Cuthbert.
The mortar won't complain.
Brother Arnaldus fell asleep. He's snoring. I think Brother Arnaldus fell asleep.
But I will.
He's snoring.
What are you doing here? Jonathan!
Did I complain when you disappeared for the better part of the morning?
He spends too much time with monks.
That's
Wonder
none
when
of your
he'll ask
business.
about his father.
Now get to work.
No.
Hey.
Yeah, I do feel like entertaining him. But that's enough. It looks like we have an invasion of warps. Look at this, another one, another nest. Wasn't here a few days ago.
I better not get too close.
Can we somehow do something about this? All these warps.
You must be joking.
Arguing workers doesn't seem like they work well together. Why can't they just get along?
Come on.
I'm not joking.
What's the problem?
I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well deserved. You deserve a good kicking, you lazy drunk.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, kick me. Show me what you got.
Please, this is leading nowhere. Think for a moment what other people would do.
What?
Who?
Oh, the Prior.
Oh, yes. Prior Philip's not running around drunk now, is he?
No, he's not. And I'm not either. I'm sitting.
And there's my problem right there. Get up and push. Philip would.
No, he wouldn't. A break is like a Sunday. It's a sin to work on a Sunday.
Well, that's true.
It's not a Sunday.
But it's my break.
Tom Builder.
Now, he's a hard worker, isn't he?
True, he's a hard worker, that he is. But also the man knows how to take a break. And he knows when to give others room for a break.
This is not your break.
You've been taking a shit for half a day and used up yours. Now don't you start and ruin mine too.
Oh, wow. Look at them go.
When I take a break, you take one too.
Has your wife been cooking again, eh?
Go! Dare you! Go! Drink yourself to death!
Gee, how they break us. But I'm sure they are friends. Outside of the break problem.
The Earl of Shiring.
Which one?
Earl Bartholomew or the fat one, the new one?
Percy Hamley! You don't know the name of our Earl?
He's not my Earl. I'm from Earl's Castle. Bartholomew was my Earl, and a great man.
But he's dead now, isn't he? Gone. You should know the name of your new Earl.
What? The fat one?
Percy Hamley!
You know what? I refuse to remember that name.
What? Why?
For spite! It wasn't right what he did to my Earl.
You know what? What you're doing isn't right either. I refuse to remember your name as well.
You wouldn't dare!
Already did it!
Okay, that guy is pretty loyal, isn't he?
Alfred Builder.
Oh, he's a good example. He's a master builder now.
But he likes his beard, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does. But he's always sober when he's working.
Always. You know, maybe I should be a bit more like Alfred Builder.
Me too.
You have got to be kidding me.
Well then, back to work.
No! I'm not done with me break yet.
Alfred Builder would know when his break is up.
Alfred Builder would know when to shut the hell up.
I doubt he would.
Man, you guys are taking forever. You're wasting your break on this discussion right now.
What about King Stephen?
Now, that is a man who sits a lot.
How would you know?
He's got a throne.
He's the king! Of course he's got a throne!
And he's sitting on it. He's got a throne. Of course the man knows how to sit.
Oh, like you mean?
Yeah, like me on me well-deserved break. Or you on yours when you're sitting on the shitter for half a day?
I was not!
I heard you farting from here.
Whoa.
You think I want to shit for half a day? You think that? Well, you better think again!
Okay, this discussion is not going anywhere. It's getting a bit more bizarre than before.
Ah, Jack Jackson.
Who's that?
Never heard that name.
That's me.
I thought you were Jack Builder.
Well,
I don't know what to make of you, to be honest.
Shouldn't you be working?
You're just running about everywhere. You never get anything done.
At least don't keep us from working, thank you very much.
oh, forget it.
Yeah, forget it, but we still have more options here. Who else? Is this never going to end?
Brother Arnaldus.
Good example indeed. That poor man is as good as dead. What's your excuse for lying around in the cemetery?
What's your excuse for having a beard like a bear's arse?
Yikes.
Get back to work!
Never!
And stop yelling!
Never!
Whoa! This is pretty epic, isn't it? Epic.
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on Sub-Prior Remigius. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it.
What?
That he is a hard-working man.
Who?
Huh?
Sub-Prior Remigius, you fool!
What?
What? How dare they? How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens!
But
Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
We didn't!
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
Okay, that did it! Wow! That did it. That took forever. Can we talk to Remigius? No? Guess not. Better stay away, or Remigius will start scolding me too.
We place our trust in you.
Okay.
We take you in,
Prize house?
and this is how you thank us?
Now includes a scriptorium. Philip began training scribes and illuminators. Also taught me a bit. Can we go in? Oh, okay, so this is where he was, Remigius. Jonathan follows me everywhere, huh? Looks like they're busy. Good guy. Monk, but a friend. Do I know him? Guess I know everyone
What
here.
is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content is...
He's critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waynerin, he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes, God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri.
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Ooh, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
Philip's book, The Justice of the Church. Written in Latin, Philip's book is copied by the scribes and illuminators of Cambridge and has found its way into the larger libraries of England and Normandy. It's mostly read in the higher circles of the clergy because its content is of complicated and delicate nature. In this book, Philip writes critically about ordeals by fire, water, and other means. For centuries, the official purpose of these ordeals was to decide whether a man or a woman was guilty or not. And according to the clergy, if someone was not guilty, he or she would be saved by God from a cruel and certain death. Prior Philip writes the Lord simply cannot be summoned by man, not even by the Pope. And to pass judgment, man must serve the Lord does not serve man. Philip believes that miracles that have happened during these ordeals were nothing but lies to protect and exonerate members of allies of the clergy. Enemies of the clergy, on the other hand, were killed or seriously hurt or disgraced. Furthermore, Philip writes that the suffering of the martyrs of the past proves that God is not simply saving people from burning or drowning, and according to Philip, these ordeals must be stopped at all costs. Definitely.
Fake miracles.
So many books, so many stories, so much wisdom. Most of them more interesting than the Bible.
There are many I've not read. Most of them, actually. If only I had more time to read. If only I had more time to read.
A smart monk. Always good to talk to him.
Ah, Jack. I knew you'd be back. Just be careful that Remigius doesn't see you.
But Philip said I'm welcome to read and study here.
Not while we're working. Remigius insisted.
I'll try to be quick. What are you reading?
The Liber Regulae Pastoralis, the pastoral care.
Pope Gregory I wrote it more than 500 years ago. We've made a few copies, some even in English.
Prior Philip wants all English priests to be able to read their tasks and duties as well.
That sounds like an exciting book. Yeah, I won't mind reading that. Yeah, right.
If you want to look around, better be quick about it.
A choir member. What is a choir member doing here in the scriptorium? Writing down lyrics of a song that they're going to sing. Right? Working hard. Should relax. At least while Remigius is gone.
What are you working on?
Go away. I have to focus.
Focus on what? Maybe he's writing a song. Writing lyrics to a song. Remigius is still down there. He's really upset.
All of you!
I better stay away from the window before I get in trouble too.
Another choir member, very focused, or just afraid.
Hey, can I read what you're working on?
No, Remigius will get angry if I don't finish this.
You know, can I ask people questions about the Bible? Maybe. Show them the Bible.
Why do you think Philip insists that I study the Bible?
He always says the Bible is full of things our Lord wants us to see. But it takes a great mind and a good heart to understand the messages. Maybe he thinks you've a great mind and a good heart.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I know he does.
Too many monks and priests just read into the scripture what they want to read, if they read at all.
Interesting. Alright, it's time to go. Okay, door to the cloister. So that goes back in.
The sub-prior has to handle everything he neglects.
Look, he's scolding them. Wow.
As sub-prior, I have even more responsibilities than the prior himself. And more worries.
Just like eavesdropping. That is very fun. Okay guys, I think we should head to Aldiana. Or maybe go find Alfred. I don't know where he is. Okay, to the kitchen. Let's go take a look. Milius like having Mother around. Mother always sneaks herbs into food. Remigius only allows salts.